What's up, guys? It is not Saturday, it's Sunday, and here's a really funny story. I made the video on Saturday. I made it yesterday, and I made it last night, and I went to edit it, and yeah, it just was all downhill from there. So now I'm making a video now, a new one, unedited, like usual, on my phone, late. Okay, so the topic for this week was relationships, because it was Valentine's Day on Friday, whoop-de-doo. And let me turn my fan down. And so I'm going to talk about relationships, and I'm going to try to make it short and sweet, but relationships are kind of a long thing to talk about. Alright, so I asked my exes some questions about our relationships and like what they thought. So I will read you the answers. So one of the questions, well, I remember them. Okay, one of the questions I asked was it different dating a trans guy than a bio guy? And my ex-fiance said that it was because of the dysphoria, and because not only did she have to deal with me, she had to deal with my dysphoria. So, and she usually didn't have to deal with that with a biological male. So that was one of the things that was different. And yeah, so I think that was the only thing too. And my other ex said that the only thing different from dating me than a bio guy is the obvious reasons, the obvious differences between a trans guy and a biological male. So that's what she said. And I also asked what were the pros and cons of dating a trans guy. That's me. And my ex-fiance said that the pros were that since trans guys have had to live as women and have had to live as females, we understand women better. Brownie points. So yeah, so we get to we understand you guys better, and we're more sensitive towards women for the most part. But yeah, like, we don't fully understand you guys because you guys are really complex. But yeah, so she said that was a pro, and she also said a pro was that she felt like she could come to me with, like, when she was having bad thoughts or her insecurities, because I was open about my insecurities, my dysphoria, my insecurities. So she felt like it was okay for her to come to me with that kind of stuff. So extra brownie points. And so yeah. And my other ex didn't have anything to say about that. Another thing I want to talk about is when it comes to, like, coming out in the relationship, don't come out in the middle of the relationship. You should always come out before you even start, like, dating. Before you even take that person on the date. When you guys are, like, talking and stuff, you need to let her know. Like, or let him know. Like, just, like, slip it in there, like, or see how they feel about it. Because why would I take a girl out, buy her all this crap, and then have her not respect me? And plus, if you come out in the middle of a relationship, you just put yourself in, like, a difficult situation. Because most likely, you're dating a girl who likes girls, or you're dating a straight guy, okay, who likes girls. Okay, so, like, if you say, oh, I see myself as a male, or I'm transgender, they're just like, what? Like you're just putting them in a predicament where they don't want to hurt you, but you're not their preference. Like they don't find themselves attracted to you anymore. If you get what I'm saying. So yeah, don't put yourself in that predicament, because then you'll just be confused and they'll be confused and it'll just be a lot of confusion. So just try to not do that. Come out before. And if they're with it, great. If they're not, move on. Like, on to the next one. And another thing, ladies. Okay, ladies. If all you are looking for is the D, I can promise you, you will not find it here. Like, my D is on layaway. And most trans guys' D is on layaway. Unless you're okay with the artificial D, that's great. Because we have that. We supply that. Until we can, finish paying for our D. And if you don't know what D is, it's dick. Okay? So, yeah. So, ladies, just remember that. So, if that's what you're looking for, you're not going to find it in a trans guy, most likely, unless they've already transitioned and had bottom surgery, then you will find it. But I will not make any promises. Okay? Also, and I want a real relationship. I don't want it to be about sex. So that's another reason why you shouldn't come to me if all you're looking for is the D. And also, I want you guys to remember that guys have feelings. Like, I feel like women forget that. Like, we have feelings. And you can hurt them. And guys can be sensitive. So, and trans guys are more sensitive than biological males. Okay? We are. Why? Because we still have a lot of estrogen in us. So, we still have more emotions in us than a biological male. Okay? So, if you can't deal with, our dysphoria, and you want, a Mr. Macho, douchebag, no feelings type of guy, a trans guy probably isn't for you. It really depends on the person, on how emotional they are, but trans guys are a lot more sensitive than biological males, and we have good reason to be. So, if you're looking for Mr. Macho, you're not gonna find it here. Just letting you know. And so, but cut us some slack. Just be aware that we're gonna go through tough times. We're gonna go through changes. We're gonna start transitioning, most of us. And we're gonna have days where we're not gonna want to leave the house. And we're gonna have days when we just wanna, we want you to tell us how manly we are. And just make us feel manly. Because sometimes, a man needs a woman to feel manly. Okay? Women hold all the power. So, you guys just gotta remember that. Some days we're gonna be so dysphoric, we're gonna want to stay in and watch movies and eat food or play video games and, just want you to come over and chill with us. So, if you're not down for that, I don't know what to tell you. Find some heartless douchebag. I don't know. So yeah, that's the main things for me. So just remember that we have feelings, and just treat us like any other male. Just be aware that we have more feelings than they do. Alright, well, sorry this video was late. Love you guys. Peace.